Hey folks, Michael Mann from Michael Mann Security Services. We're going to talk about continuity of fire or keeping the gun loaded. So we're going to talk about, it's really 3 reloads, but really it's kind of 2, so I'll go over it. So we're going to talk about reloading the gun. So we're going to talk about expedient reload. So we're going to talk about a speed load or an empty load. And then we're going to talk about a tactical load. All right. So let's just talk about now just a speed load. So a speed load means that there is ammunition inside the pistol. So we've probably still got ammunition in the magazine. There's magazine actually in the chamber of the, or there's ammunition actually inside the chamber of the handgun. But for whatever reason, whether I believe I'm about to run dry and I don't want to do that, whatever, I want to get another magazine, a full magazine, inside this magazine well, okay? So we're just talking about a basic speed load, all right? So this is what this looks like. To speed load the handgun, which means I still have ammo in the gun, folks, okay? So to speed load this, and again, some of you guys may use different language, you may call it something else, but it's one of the 2 expedient reloads, okay? It's how we're keeping the gun loaded. To do this, I fired the pistol. At some point, whether I'm on the range or I'm in fighting, I decide I want to speed load the pistol without doing anything with the slide. So there is ammo still in the gun. Somehow I know that. So as that happens, I bring the pistol in the workspace like so. As I'm doing this, the support hand comes off the handgun and gets a new magazine or a fresh magazine. I index that fresh magazine. As I index that fresh magazine and bring it up towards the magazine well, this is what happens. From at this point, now I'm going to break the firing grip of the pistol with my right hand or my firing hand, hit that mag release, get the spent magazine or get a partially spent magazine out of that magazine well like so. Let it hit the deck. As that happens, now what I do is I bring the fresh magazine, flat to flat, back to back, up to the magazine well, fully or straighten it out here, fully insert that magazine and get back into whatever the problem is, whether that's a fight or I'm just shooting on the range for practice, okay? So the speed load means there is ammo in the gun. I just want to get a fresh or a full magazine into that magazine well. That is a speed load. So now let's talk about that second expedient load, and that is actually an empty load, okay? So that empty load, the empty load means that the gun looks like this. It is actually empty. Sorry, I had to step out of frame there for just a second to do this. So what has happened, that means you've run the pistol completely dry. That's okay. So there's nothing inside the magazine, nothing inside the pistol. The gun is dry. This is what it looks like. It's empty. We call this an empty load. It's your second expedient load. So as that gun runs dry, I identify that I've got an empty pistol. Process is the same, almost. I'm going to bring this into the workspace, index my new magazine or that full magazine, break the firing grip as I'm getting this magazine out, hit the mag release, dump that empty mag on the deck, flat to flat, back to back, straighten it out, fully insert it, run that slide, get back into the problem, whether that's a range drill or whether you're in the fight. That is the second expedient load. So we have a speed load and then we have the empty load, okay? Last reload, which is not expedient, that is the tactical load. Not sure when you'd ever use a tactical load. I was taught this 32 years ago while serving in Fast Company in the Marine Corps, my first gun sight 250, and it continues to be taught, so I'll show you. It is not an expedient load. So there is ammunition in the pistol. We believe there's ammunition probably in the magazine. There is time, or there, for whatever reason, whatever the problem is, it is either now ceased to exist, or there is this space in between something else happening. So I've got time to reload the pistol while, number 1, retaining a magazine, and number 2, not doing anything with the slide because there's ammunition in the gun. So how do I do that? Bring the pistol in the workspace. As I do this, I index that new magazine, okay? As I index that new fresh magazine, as I pull it out, here's the difference. As I start to bring this new mag to the magazine well, here's what I do. I take the magazine from my index finger and it goes in between the index finger and the middle finger, just like this. Then I bring that new magazine up to the magazine well. I break the firing grip. I release the spent mag in between the thumb and index finger, and I pull that out of the magazine well. Now I take that new mag, flat to flat, back to back, fully straighten it out, fully insert that magazine into the mag well, pull on it, make sure it's seated. Take this magazine, that spent magazine, put that in a back pocket somewhere, and then if I've got time, obviously, because I do or I would be tack loading, press check that pistol, make sure that you've got ammo inside the chamber. Now you've got a full magazine, and that is the tactical load. All right, folks, that's continuity of fire, keeping the gun loaded, speed load, empty load, tactical load. Have any questions? Email us, Scott M, SCOTTM, at michaelmannsecurityservices.com. Visit us on Facebook or on Instagram, or visit our website, michaelmannsecurityservices.com. And remember, folks, it's about prevention, not response.